What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the weekly anime review of D.Gray-man. Now, I want to tackle the elephant in the room. Before I even go into talking about, like, my overall thoughts of the episode, there's one detail that I need to talk about. And that detail would be the rushing. Was it just me? Because it's been a while since I have read these chapters. Now, I could be not remembering them all together, but I could have sworn there was a lot more information, like some minor details or, characterization stuff we saw with the Phantom G arc. Because when I saw that flashback to the prison cell and Alan was questioning those people in the prison cell, I could have sworn that scene was a lot longer. There was a lot more details and build up to the innocence that could, swap between bodies. I thought there was more build-up to that. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn. It's been a while since I've read those chapters, and D.Gray-man is a series where you gotta reread it multiple times to get everything and understand everything, so I'm just curious, like, am I not remembering it properly, or was something skipped there? But also, it wasn't just that. I could have sworn a lot of this episode, so much was cranked into high gear. Like, the pedal was fucking hit, and it was just going extremely fast. Now, from what I can remember, it seems like all the important details that was going on in this arc is being displayed. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything noticeable, like, big, changed. Like, everything that was really important to this arc when it came to the kid and the innocence and the, the orb in his head, to, the different Akuma attacking, like the level 4 and stuff, and what's going on with, the different, exorcists. Overall, everything seems to be exactly like it was going on in the manga. It feels like some of the details might have been cut, and if so, and the way the pacing is going, there might be a possibility we could catch up to the manga if it continues going out like this, like every episode continues to pace like this. Now, that's a scary thing, but, dropping that for now, let's just talk about the episode and talk about how wonderful this was besides the certain things I talked about. So, overall, the episode ended us with a cliffhanger, and I gotta say, I'm quite hyped. Even though I know what to expect, I know what is coming, because I remember this part, I truly am excited as a person that is new to the anime when it comes to D.Gray-man. I love seeing this all animated, and it's just so great. I love the action scenes. I love the way the art was done in some scenes. Now, the art wasn't the best, obviously. There was some issues with the art in animation, and I won't say it was the best ever, but when it really counted, some of the art did look really good, and especially, I do like the comedy in some scenes, like at the beginning of the episode, when you saw the boy trying to, like, swap bodies and stuff. Oh yeah, and we got some information about Link. When the boy went inside of Link's body, we found out that Link is a very, very powerful player in this arc, because for one, he actually has a lot of physical strength. We see some of his techniques. We found out he was a crow, and so he's not someone you should really underestimate that's been around Alan in this series. So Link is someone that is quite powerful, and it's awesome getting to see him having a very good importance in this arc, and seeing some of this mysteries that he's had with his character finally being revealed. And you get to see some examples of how, some of the techniques that Link was using could be very devastating for Alan. So, besides those details, there's one thing that was mentioned, and it was about the General Cross, his assassination. So we found out it was an assassination. We found out that it was someone from Central that killed General Cross. Now, we know his body was laying up against the window, and you saw blood coming down, and when the door was opened, his body just disappeared. And if you look at the markings, the way the window was done, it looked like the window was pushed in, like someone literally broke in through behind General Cross's body and snatched him out and pulled his body out. The main thing is why was it done then? Why wasn't the body taken first thing when, he was killed? It just leaves a big question, but from what we can gather from the scene is that the people that were staying guard at the door of General Cross, they were knocked unconscious somehow. They were asleep. When they woke up, they opened the door, General Cross is dead. So, from what we can assume from the way whoever killed General Cross, they came in through the front by knocking these two out. They murdered General Cross, and for the most part, from what it looks like, it wasn't that big of a fight, because there wasn't a whole lot of devastation from what we've seen from D.Gray-man. We know fights can get pretty damn hectic. So, it wasn't the biggest fight. It was actually like a clear assassination. So, General Cross died up against the windowsill. And then later on in that morning, maybe a couple hours later, he's dragged through the window. Why? Like, who did it? Is it the same person, or was something else? Or maybe General Cross was alive somehow. There's a lot of questions that we can, get from this, but that's just all we can really do for now, just ask questions. What is really happening in these scenes? So, yeah, I mean, the episode leaves us off with, seeing Link. He's been turned into a doll, and it makes you wonder, like, is he really dead or not? Because we saw a bunch of the other kids and stuff in the Nun, they got turned into dolls as well, and we have really no idea if it's a possibility if Link could, come back or not. So, he might be dead, he might not, we have no idea until we see next week's episode, which is quite the fucking cliffhanger. I gotta say, that's a big-ass middle finger to anime only, so that's been, waiting for D.Gray-man to come back, just seeing Link in the spot, and you just see how he is now turned into a doll. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this week's episode of D.Gray-man? How do you feel about the rushing? How do you feel about the music, the opening song? Just how do you feel about everything? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.